This is going to be an update video to my FTMO versus MyForexFund video I've done a couple of weeks ago. I was comparing FTMO and MyForexFund and kind of showing the differences there, which one I thought is better and which one I thought had some work to do in some areas. Turns out FTMO have a couple of new changes that makes it pretty worth it and will make them pretty much on par with MyForexFund in many aspects. So I wanted today in this video cover these new changes, and you'll be able to see yourself how FTMO stands and if it makes sense for you. FTMO sent me a description of these features, which I'll link in the video description below, so you can check it out. You can click on the link and you'll be able to see all these points I'll discuss here. And you can follow along or just have them on your side with some links with some more details on their website. First things first, in my video comparing FTMO versus MyForexFund, which I'll be linking here in the corner somewhere, I was discussing the fact that MyForexFund had a 30-day extension to the challenge. So if you were able to be in profit at the end of the challenge, you were given an additional 30 days to finish your challenge. On top of that, you had a free retake, which FTMO already had the free retake. But FTMO now have this feature where you can get an extension to your challenge. The requirement is if you have at least 5% gain 3 days before the end of your challenge, you can ask for this extension. It's a 14-day extension, so you're able to get a couple more days for your challenge, including weekend that will be around 10 days. But that's still pretty fair. You're still able to take your challenge with them, and then if you're not passing it the first time, extend it a little bit more, 14 days. And there's always the free retake that you can also get in that case. So, and if you cannot meet the requirement for this 14-day extension, which are the 5% gain at least 3 days before the end of your challenge, then you're entitled still to the free retake, the free repeat. So you get another 30 days to repeat your challenge, but then you start from scratch. The 14-day extension, you are continuing where you were in your challenge. At least 5% up, then you just have to do like another 5% to reach your target. So pretty good, nice deal. The main difference is that MyForexFund allow you for a 30-day extension. So you get double more the time for the extension, which is pretty good. Again, 14-day could be fine because you already have some profits there. Otherwise, you still get the free retake. But it's still a little bit lower than MyForexFund in that case. Which, like we discussed in the video, which you can watch over here with FTMO versus MyForexFund, there is a big difference with FTMO being a little bit higher in terms of other options. So you can check it out, of course, to learn more details about that. Okay, so the other thing I said in that video was regarding FTMO being a better prop firm for day traders. Because of the 30-day challenge you have, it's not as much as other prop firms. Not like MyForexFund, but other prop firms have a 6-month challenge, which is a lot bigger, like a lot more time to complete your challenge. But FTMO came up with this new swing account style, where you have a lot more room for trading during news, trading over weekend, holding positions overnight, which is a good thing, of course, if you are a swing trader. So they give you a lot more room there. Now, the difference is that they reduce the leverage to be able to protect themselves from this other risk you take by taking trades overnight or doing news and everything of the sort. So the leverage goes from 100 to 1 to 30 to 1, which is a slight reduction, which won't affect most traders because you still gotta protect your risk a lot when you trade with prop firms. It won't be a big deal, but just know they have this swing account, which is a good thing, of course, and you get a little bit less leverage in that case. So I wouldn't worry about this, but if you are someone who swing trades, 30 days is still very tight to complete a swing trading challenge, but you still have the room here to do it in that case, which could be, of course, a good thing. Next thing is regarding the profit split. FTMO says all the traders are eligible for a 80-20 profit split, so 80% in your favor, they keep 20% of the returns. But if you're able to meet your scaling plan over time, you're able to get 25% more on your capital, and then the profit split goes to 90-10. So 90% you keep, 10% they keep for the prop firm. That is a really good thing. We discussed MyForexFund would go up to 85-15, but FTMO is going there a little bit further with that 90-10, which is a good thing, of course. You just gotta be able to meet the requirements, and that's it. So pretty good terms in that case. Now, I prefer to be honest with you here in the fact that most traders who attempt FTMO who are not prepared won't get to that scaling plan. They won't be able to do it because that requires some more skills. Like the challenge is easier to pass, but then it's about how to maintain the capital, which of course I have a program about on how you can scale up your trading by leveraging online prop firms. Check out the link below. I've put all the details there. The goal is to get to a 5 to 6 figure account with prop firms in the next couple of months. And I will also be able to work with you and teach you all this stuff. So check out that link below and all the details will be there. Any questions you have, you can contact us through the chat. I'll be happy to see how you progress with that program. Okay, now withdrawals is a big topic that a lot of people had issues with. The fact that in my video I mentioned FTMO had a 30-day withdrawal period, so that you will be basically having to trade 30 days after you get funded with them to get your first withdrawal. This is not the case anymore. They implemented a pay-on-demand system where you can request your withdrawal anytime you want, from 14 days to 60 days after your first trade on the FTMO account. So a lot more room there. You are able to get your withdrawals faster. And from there, you will keep the same withdrawal date that you've requested the first time. Or you can also change your withdrawal date a maximum of 3 times. So for most people, maybe not a big deal, but you have a little bit more room here for your withdrawals with FTMO, which is pretty good. MyForexFunds still gives you a bi-weekly withdrawal, so every 2 weeks you can withdraw your capital, which is fair. To me, it doesn't make a big difference, but if you want to get your money really fast or faster, then they have good points here. You can get it a little bit faster with FTMO now, but it's still the same as MyForexFunds in that case. So they kind of match here, in my opinion. And lastly, a small change on the funding growth from FTMO. In the past, we would ask you to have at least 2 profitable months to be able to scale in over a period of 4 months. That has now changed to being 2 withdrawals. So if you're able to get 2 withdrawals with FTMO, you can then scale up your account, which is a lot faster than before. And you're also entitled to, like we discussed before, the 90-10 profit split. So you get more profit for yourself. They keep only 10%, which is very minimal as a platform to keep 10% of profit in that case. And you get the biggest balance here that you are able to keep yourself, which is of course a good thing. So overall, I don't think these are really massive or big changes to FTMO. They are things that will make your life easier if you trade for them. They will also allow you to scale up faster if you trade for FTMO. In my video with MyForexFund and FTMO, I basically said that MyForexFund had a little bit more enticing offers, slightly better terms overall, but FTMO is really catching up quickly. They're pretty much now up to par with MyForexFund, which I would not see any issue why you will be afraid of FTMO. Like, this is the most established platforms, and I say this like many times, but you're better going with the platform that's established compared to the new one coming up right now. And that could be like, there's so many platforms popping up these days. There's always a new one, and there's always the one that's been established for a while. I would prefer to go with that established one for a while. Now, of course, you decide what you do, whether you want to go with FTMO, 5%ers, or any other platforms out there. You decide, you pick your choice. I'm just giving you here my info and my thoughts on this so that you're able to make a better decision here. I wanted to do this video here with the new terms that you're aware, like I made some mistakes in the past video I've done with MyForexFund and FTMO, and I want to correct them so that you're able to make, of course, a better decision with these new updated infos. And I apologize for all the mistakes I've made in the past videos. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And you'll also find a link to join FTMO with a small discount in case you want to get their challenge and want to get the small discount on that as well. Check out that link below, and I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.